MIH Mastermind members, and this video is going to come out so good that I think I might put it on my private page, not my public. But this video is going to address a humble person's amazing journey from being like a regular small guy to being a big guy the right way. Because there's too many people out there who started in 2021, bought a couple deals or coaching, 2,000 units in 2 years. They have no cash flow. They have little equity in deals. They're doing mastermind. They're just misleading people. And I want my group to keep them positive. We always teach the right way, and we build family in our group, and we keep people in this for 5 years, 10 years, 15, and 20. And we teach 1, 5, 10. We're going to cover law of compounding. We're going to cover refis. We're going to cover the snowball effect that me and my brother talk about, that I got into, and what year my brother told me, you're going to get there, because I'm his little brother, and he told me it's going to come. 4 years younger than him, so he had 4 years more of income. So when we invested, he would always put more, and I felt like I couldn't keep up. Like his cash flow was a little higher, because I'd put 100, he put 200. If I put 100, he put 300. And he always told me, you're going to get there, man. You're younger than me. So this is what I'm going to cover. Like, look at your salary. Look at your goals. Don't look at other people right now. Look at other people, get inspired, but don't look at other people like, oh, I have to do exactly what. Maybe you can't. You can't look at that doctor that's making $1 million a year if you're making 100,000 a year. He can accelerate faster in his journey than you, but you could get there. You just got to do the right deals with the refi. So let's look at my journey. 1998, bought the 4-family. My dad said, just invest in deals, make some money, extra passive income, and protect yourself. When the restaurants hit a recession, you're going to make less money. That's what he said. He goes, when a recession comes, he's been through many. He goes, you're going to go from making 300,000 to like 150 or 400,000 to 200. It's just the way it is, he says. And he wasn't Tony Robbins taught, so he's like, in a recession you make less money, in a good economy you make more money. And that's not acceptable. That's why you go to Tony Robbins, and he teaches you, taught me, how you make more money in a recession when you really learn business. And anybody can make money in a good economy. So I did that 4-family. Built 2 houses, couldn't invest any, I was an idiot, had kids, that was 1998. 2012, built the house 2003, sold it 2006, built another house 2007. Did the walkway, got all my furniture, did the house, the patio. Then 2012, out of that recession, after saving the restaurant all those years, it's hard to be liquid, it's hard to invest. I had to make sure we put money into the restaurant and built up the catering, and we did okay. 2012 to 2019, I started with like 50K in 2012 in a deal, refied it out. So those years, I tried to do 1 or 2 deals a year. And I wasn't super liquid because of the restaurant. It was coming out of a recession. But I never posted on social media. I didn't post closings. Me, my brother, Jake, we were doing deals. I didn't want my customers to see I was doing deals. I didn't want to be out there. I was running a restaurant. I was winning awards as a chef. I don't want my customers to see what I'm doing. People get jealous and they might start, I was worried about that. So for all those years, I didn't use the word financial freedom. I wasn't worried about that because I want to get there the right way. So I was doing those deals, and every time, say my brother posted, we closed it out, I would just comment, awesome, great job, and all that. The one thing that my brother and we always talked about, him being 4 years older, was as we're investing, I remember in 2014, we're at work, we're looking at deals, he found this awesome deal, and I just invested in like 2 or 3, and put 50 and 75 and 100, and I'm like, and he showed me the deal, I'm like, I can't miss this deal. So we always talk about BBS. Beg, borrow, and steal. So he's like, I'm cashing out my 401k, whatever, and I'm putting out 300k. And I was like, wow. I was like, I think I can only put like 50 or 100. And I had 50 or 75. I had 75. And I said, you know what? It's such a good deal. I said, I'm going to try and put 100. He told me, put 100. I want to put 300k. I knew the deal was going to refi. I was definitely refi in a year. And I just felt so bad. And he looked at me and he's like, don't worry. When this refis, you put the 100, save an 50, and then grow. You're 4 years younger than me. You'll get there. So I put my 75. I borrowed 25 from one of my aunts and uncles. My father passed away in 2007, so he wasn't around, or else he would have let me borrow it. And I paid them back. And they let me borrow for a year, actually, after refi. So I put that 100. Now, to show you how I felt bad, I'm like, that deal, even now, on my 100,000 gives me about 5,000-6,000 a month cash flow. It's an amazing deal. It's like 70, 80 for whatever percent. And it refied in 2014, we bought it, or 15. It refied 1 year later. If I put the 300, I would have got 300 out for a deal. but I only had 100. I was young. I was in my 30s. You know, I was saving the restaurant. I had a beautiful $1 million house. I had $31,000 a year in taxes, $36,000 in health insurance. Vacation. You know, I took on a couple vacations a year, so it was hard to stay liquid in my 30s. So in my 20s, you hustle. In your 30s, you build. In your 40s, you enjoy. So I put the 100. I remember we hit in 2016, and my brother's passive was more than the restaurant. He was able to leave, and he wanted me to leave. This is the part. I could have been like, he really wanted me to leave with him, and I looked at him like, and he knew how much I made. Our passive was together. I'm like, dude, I'm just not there right now. I'm like, you're 4 years. He's like, I'm going to get you to help get you there. And I'm like, I could have left in 2016 with him, borrowed 100, 200, 300K, whatever, 100 from him, 100 from Ants, or whatever, because he had deals. We had deals. I didn't do that. I stayed true to myself. I stayed true to being a great executive chef, winning awards. I stayed true to doing great at the restaurant. Did I want out? Yes. But I did not want out and slow him down if he had to help me, because we're brothers. And I told him, I said, give me 1 to 3 years. So give me about 3 years. He was like, you'll last 1 year without me. I said, I'm going to do this. Give me 3 years. I never did this investing to use the word financial freedom. I invested because I want to create passive. I want to create wealth. And I don't care if maybe never create enough passive to leave my job, but I still would have been okay because I would have had enough to enjoy life plus my job, because I actually liked being a chef. I was known. It was amazing. It was hard running the restaurant, just the staff. So he said, you'll last 1 year without me. We're doing deals. 17, I did 2 deals. 18, 1 deal. And 19, 1 deal. 2018, 19, we're starting to get top market. Very competitive. That's when people started doing direct to seller and stuff. 2019, that last deal came, and I called him like, dude, I'm ready. So I stayed true to myself and my goals. I didn't push and quit my job in 2016, 3 years earlier, like everybody wants to do, the golden handcuffs, bet on yourself, and all. That's fine for people. If you want to bet on yourself, if you want to quit your job, if you want to live off just the passive, if you want to do all that, and then what happens? You hit a recession. I knew this, 2007-11 recession. What are we now? I predicted to my brother in 2018. I called him. I said, dude, you need to sell 19 or 20 because I feel recession's coming in 2022, 23, 24. I thought 22, but COVID hits. And instead of 22, what happened? Recession 23, 24. So he's like, and I said, even if Trump got back in, I stayed true to myself. I then sold the restaurant 2019, got some money. In 20, COVID hits. And then 2020, April to 2022, end of it, closed many deals, like 25 deals. Started a mastermind too. So now, guys, 2012 to 19, I did about 2,000 units in Tennessee, all my own units, no syndication, generational wealth. I didn't start a mastermind in 2014. I didn't start a coaching program in 2015 or 14. When did I start a mastermind? 2016 to 2020, 4 years. I was doing 3 to 5 hours of education every day, 7 days a week. Come home from work at lunchtime, I'd go in early, and I got super educated. And people are doing these masterminds. They're buying deals like 2021. They started a mastermind in 2022. They haven't gone full cycle. They haven't done refis. They're not managing really well. They don't have. I mean, anybody can coach, and that's the thing. They do a deal to you. That's fine. You can coach, but I would not get coached by somebody who doesn't have at least 10 to 20 years experience. I want to get coached by somebody who's been through market cycles like me. I started in 1998. I've been 20 plus years. I've been through the market cycles of recession, not recession, high rates, low rates. I've done refis, I've done sales, I've done syndications, I've done it all. That's the thing, is I got so successful by 2018, I could be like, Gino, I'm going to also start coaching and doing stuff, and I'll leave 2017. Instead, no, I stayed true to myself. And I feel my journey is one of patience, which I teach in the mastermind. And the snowball effect for me hit about 2021 or 22. I started in 2010. 8 to 10 years, we teach that snowball effect and the law of compounding and all that stuff. My deals, my generational wealth deals from 2012 to 19, the passive is very high. And I bought very good deals. So now people are buying these syndications in 2021, and in a year or two, they're flipping them 2x, 2.5x, and they think they're great. So deals are not made to be flipped. They're hard to find. So syndications are great, and you need a mix of both. And I just want to show people in my group, like Nico, these deals, they're buying them. The people who if you hear that are quitting their jobs in 1 or 2 years, if you leave and you have a little passive, what happens if a recession hits, which just now? All these acquisition specialists, all these people, they're all going back to get W-2s. So you can patiently do it the right way, and then when you leave for good. Like Jay Bellicar, like Robert Musso. We're doing a masterclass on quitting your W-2. So if you quit your W-2, I want you to quit forever. Not quit and just bet on yourself, and then a recession hits like 23 and 24, and you're back at a W-2. So I always talk about bread and butter. Here's another lesson. We're talking about law of compounding. We're talking about refis that I did. We're talking about bread and butter. So if you're a fix and flip, or if you have a good job, or you could mine Bitcoin, if you quit your W-2 and you go into multifamily, you hit a market cycle where there's hard to find deals, and you could buy deals anytime. Somebody closed 7 deals this year. It's a tough year, but I mean, I'm not going to push to do deals. And if you can't find the ones that cash flow from 2012 to 2019, I did not do heavy lift deals. My brother said, Marco, you need day one cash flow. And 2012-19, everything we're getting is unbelievable. In Tennessee, it was day one cash flow. It was actually 20% cash on cash plus. Swear to God, day one going in. Rick Gentry, we bought them from, no competition. This is a different world. Multifamily's different now. That's gone for now. It's coming back. On market's back. Deals are back. But Hadar just closed a great deal that's going to refi from 100 to 300%. It's 2 years, no draws. So how can you leave your job if you buy a deal and you put in 300K and it's got no draws for 2 years, but you're going to get a ton of money out? You're going to get it out, but you need the bread and butter. What's coming in for you? Where's your income if you're going to quit that job? So if you're going to quit that job, do you do some fix and flip? Do you mine Bitcoin? What are you doing? Do you have a mastermind like to help supplement? My mastermind's not scaling. My mastermind's quality and quantity. I don't live off that money. I have all my deals. I have 47 deals at cash flow. My all-in is very little. My house is a very big house and very expensive. I have a $300,000 mortgage. I have like 90% equity. I have 3 cars, no car payments. My all-in is very, very low. And my passive and my income is 3 times over it, maybe more, maybe 4 or 5 times over it. So, you know, I did. So last thing on this journey, when I left in 2019, I did the Kiyosaki way. And the Kiyosaki way for me was very simple. He says, he keeps it simple. You should have at least 2 times income of your all-in. So just make numbers easy. Say you're all-in, house, mortgage, taxes, vacations, everything. You do your monthly. It's $10,000 a month. You should have $20,000 coming in, he says. So you have power of investing still. You quit your job at $12,000 income and $10,000 all in. You're covering your bills, but then what happens if deals come? Where are you going to get the money? Do you have another job bringing more money? Do you have something? So if you say you have $20,000 passive income, or income from a coaching program, or from Bitcoin, or from something, or with your passive, and your all in's $10,000, if deals come, you could keep investing. That's the whole goal. If you have, or your all-in is $20,000 a month, you need 30, 35, 40. It's just the way, I mean, that's the Kiyosaki way. And that's what I did. I made sure I had double of my all-in or close to it, because I was very close to the double. And I said, Gino, I'm going to leave. I wanted the double, but all in, you know, if I leave, I know I will get there right away because we have a deal in the works. I was with actually a deal with Darren Light, 52 unit. Just need to close it. That deal now gives about 35% cash on cash every month. Refied 100% out. I refied a couple $100,000 out in 14 months after purchase. That was in 2020 March. That's why I knew that was coming, that deal. So guys, you need patience in this space. And people now recognized it. How? With the recession. 2020 COVID hit, and 21, 22, people were pulling, beginners are pulling deals, everybody's pulling deals, living off AC fees. What happens? I saw it, I knew it. I coach this in my mastermind. Everybody in my mastermind was prepared. I'm like, wait till the recession hits in 23. In November 22, I predicted 23, 24, 25 was shit. Just wait. Everybody's going to go back to these W-2s that were acquisition specialists working for these companies. And just the way it is. In 24, I predicted everybody's making less money. I'm still doing very good. I made about 500, 600,000 less in 24 probably, and I still did very, very good. But that I knew it. I'm not forcing deals. I don't need to do deals. I have 47 deals. I will only do a deal if it's amazing. I would like to do at least 2 deals a year for tax benefits. Now, in 2012 to 19, I needed cash flow day one to get out of that restaurant. I don't need cash flow on deals anymore because I have 47. I can buy a deal that doesn't cash flow for 2 years now, sit on it, refi it in year 2, pull all my money out, and then start cash flowing. Because I want the tax benefits. I have a problem now. I explained to my wife. So when I was at the restaurant, and when everybody, you W-2 people, if you're making a couple $100,000 a year and you have a deal, you don't have that big of a tax problem right now. But when there's a problem, when you make a lot of money one day, you start making high 6-7 figures in passive from your properties, and also from AC fees, and also from a coaching program, and also from sales of properties, you now have a tax problem. And I explained to my wife, some of our properties in 2012, 13, 14 are cash flowing a lot, and the tax benefits are gone on those, but I have like 27 other cost segs going on. But I also sold some properties. I do a little coaching. I make money on acquisition fees and this and that. And I said, we have a tax problem because we do very, very well. So I explained to my wife that I kind of need, I want, and I talked to my accountant, I kind of want 2 deals a year to keep the cost segs going, to keep the tax benefits going. So now my goal, my phase, I talk about phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and phase 5. I'm in phase 4. I want to get to 5. I'll tell you phase 1. Phase 1 was 2012. I was a little guy, putting 50. I was at the restaurant. I thought I was making $300,000-$400,000 a year as executive chef. 30 years old, 32 years old, and I wanted to invest money, but I was going on vacations, high bills in New York, living a great life. Beautiful, brand new 4,200 square foot house. Phase 1, I was putting like 50,000 and 200,000 in a deal, like 50K, and wait for a refi. Then I put 100,000. Then I had to wait for another refi. Phase 1. Phase 2 was like 2017, where I started putting 100 to 200 because the refis were really coming. Then phase 3 was 2021. When I started doing syndications with Chris, because 2012 to 2020 was all generational wealth, no syndications. I didn't have to. It was all my money. Me and my brother, whatever, all our own deals. 2021, phase 3, started doing syndications and AC fees. Reinvested the AC fee, reinvested more money into the deals because the deals are great. And sitting there, and phase 3 in 2022, we sold a deal. 2023, we sold a deal. 2024, we sold a deal. And I'm selling 2 more deals this year on purpose. That's phase 3. I'm getting to phase 4 now. Phase 4. I think this is an amazing journey of 2012, a real journey of a humble guy. 2012 to 2024 now. Phase 4 is I am sold those deals and I'm getting liquid just like Warren Buffett is. He's like 280 billion liquid right now, ready to pounce. Get your gunpowder ready, and I was teaching this. 2012 to 2019, I couldn't get gunpowder ready. Because I was investing, I was a little guy. I needed deals, and deals were there. 2012 to 19, amazing deals. All my deals are 4x, 5x, by the way. The deal in 2012, 13, that I bought 25 unit, bought it for 500. It's praised at 2.6 million, 5x. That's why you need 10 years. So now phase 4, selling these deals on purpose because I was following Warren Buffett. And I told my mastermind end of 22 that in 23 and 24, I want to get liquid. If there's an amazing deal, I'll have to do it. I'll have to find the money. So now in 24, I'm selling those 3 deals. I'm getting very liquid, high 6-figure liquid. And then we're looking at deals. That's 24. I'm getting liquid. I'm going to sell 1 now and 1 next month. They're in contract to sell. That's phase 4. The phase 4, what I want to do is get very liquid and drop like two deals, 400K and 400K. Everybody's rushing to do 20 deals. Oh, we got another deal in contract, another deal. There's groups out there, these beginners. It's a mastermind. They're just pushing to do way too many deals. And they're like, oh, we're buying all of KC. It's like, dude, how can you be buying all of KC? I know you. You don't have a big W-2. You don't have a lot of money. They're just signing on the loan and putting like 10,000 in, and they're doing a JV with 20 people. It's stupid. But if you want to follow them, get inspired by them by doing the wrong things, that's fine. So phase 4 right now, goal is to get very liquid. We're looking for amazing deals. Like Hadar just had one where if I put the 400, waited 2 years, if I had it, which I do, I had enough to put, but I missed on that deal because I was taking care of all the sales. In 2 years, that 400 definitely would have been 100% refi. Might have been a 200 to 300% refi. Could have refied out 600 to 700,000. That's where I am at phase 4. I started at phase 1 as a humble guy with 50K. And I was in New York fixing a beautiful house, living a great life in my 30s, and to getting to phase 4, where now I want to drop 400, 500, 600,000 in deals. So that's my phase 4. I'm 50 years old. My phase 5, Dr. Gupta, I think he's 64. He doesn't tell me his age. My partner in 20 deals. I love Dr. Gupta. He just did a $1.5 million 1031 exchange into like a brand new A-class 76 unit that we did, or it's a 72. I can't remember which one. It was a 76 unit, I think. And that's phase 5. So when I'm 55, 58, 60, it's definitely going to happen because I got some amazing sales that we're going to crush 4 or 5 X's on. I know my brother's going to pull one, and I'll pull one with Chris. I'll probably pull 2 or 3 with Chris and one with my brother. My phase 5 is, I don't know, I don't care about time because I'm loving life, but I definitely want to do it. I'm not going to say 53. I think 2020, end of 26, 27, 28, that market cycle, I think, 27, 28, we're going to pop some sales. So that's 53, but I'm going to say conservatively, I think 55, 260, I'm going to do like $1 million to a $2 million 1031 exchange like Dr. Gupta, and I learned from him. And I'm waiting because I did all these deals, and then when the right time in the market cycle to sell is, I will sell 1, 2, or 3 of them, and then put it into a newer, better assets, and pull off a 1031. That's phase 5. So phase 4 is happening now, where I'm getting liquid, like Warren Buffett. I'm getting gunpowder ready to pounce, and then I'm going to get to phase 5. And for Nico and for everybody in my group, Marco did it. Marco's at 3,800 plus units. But I did it the right way. I did it the humble way. I wasn't a big shot when I was younger, and I'm not a big shot now. I did it the right way. Just like my brother says sometimes, everybody just wants, like, it's years, not units. That's the best quote in the world. I'm doing a masterclass on it. Years, not units. Everybody's like, I want 3,000. Doesn't matter how many. You could buy 100 units and put 400 grand in. Like my partner Hadar did. He bought 50 something unit and he put 400 grand in, or 500 grand in. Cash flow is 18, 20,000 a month on one deal. So it's years, not units. So my brother always says, maybe 5 years. Just practice, focus on doing maybe 1 deal a year. That's 5 deals. Maybe even if you do 1 deal every other year, it's okay. You know, but if you do 1 a year, that's a lot. That's 5 deals in 5 years. If you do 1 deal 10 years, that's 10 deals. But if they're good deals, well, how much money did you put? That's the thing. It's not just the deals. It's how much you're putting in, how much you're getting out on the refi, the velocity of money. That's how I made my journey. On the velocity of money, I've refied 35 deals. Got 7 more coming in 25 or 26. Rates are coming down. And it's either I'm going to wait. I'm not going to rush it. I could rush it mid-25, but I might wait because I don't need it. I definitely have 7 refis coming. That'll be 42 refis. I did 35. So this is the journey of a real person talking real to you, a real mentor with 20 plus years experience, not 2 years and saying, join our group and we're going to crush deals and buy all of KC and all this bullshit. So it's when you guys choose your mentors and join these groups, join the right one, because then when you call, don't complain, oh, I didn't get anything out of that group. No shit, the 2 people leading the group, they joined the Rock Cleaver, Jake and Gino, and they've been educated for a year or 2. They didn't even really finish all the education. They bought a couple deals and they're running them poorly. So just be around the right people, like a Hadar, Chris Jackson, a me, the right mentor who's been doing it, who's done it, because you become who you surround yourself with. You want to become a rookie investor, you go to the Rookie Investor Mastermind group. You want to become a good investor, like say me, Hadar, and Chris, that we've done everything for the last 20 years and we're still in the game and we're not, thank God, not foreclosing like a lot of these old people, then you join that kind of a group. But this is a great journey. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I'm going to put this on the private private mastermind page, like Passive Active. I'm not putting it public. This is going to be just for my mastermind group. It's like kind of being vulnerable, as in like people get on stage and like they like to show where they are, and like say they're 50, like me now. I have this many units and I am successful. But sometimes they're afraid to say, hey, when I was 30, I was only making $150,000 a year, and you know, I only had 50,000 liquid in the bank, and I was very tight after that recession, and started like that. Sometimes people are afraid to show how they start, or they exaggerate. The best one was sometimes they exaggerate to fucking sell you. I had 27 cents in my bank account, and I bought fix and flip, and I bought multifamily. Now I have a 200 million in AUM. I love that AUM word. It's like, dude, come on, stop using that fuck. If everybody builds their story, my story is not one of those. My story is just a humble, real story of I had a good job as a chef. I was winning awards. I was a great chef. Me and my brother were running a great restaurant. I made a good living. I lived a good lifestyle in New York. I went on great vacations, but I invested when I could. And I didn't invest. I never used the word 2012-19. I did not use the word I need to be financially free. I need to quit my job. I need to get rid of the golden handcuffs. I didn't need bullshit. I need to live a good life. I needed to do deals. I need to make money and grow the right way, growth mindset. I was able to do it. I was able to do it the right way, and I'm able to teach the right way. I'm able to be a leader and inspire and motivate and teach evolution, innovation, everything from Tony Robbins the right fucking way. And that's why people in my group are crushing it. Like Jay Bellicor left his job, Robert Musa left his job, Lindsay and Michael. Michael left his job, and Lindsay's going to leave her job also. So, yeah. So, yeah. Hopes this helps. Message me, anybody who watches this. I'm always networking. Be a go-giver.